So today with us on Stewart Talk, we have a special guest. Here on Stewart Talk, we walk in our purpose, on purpose, and today's guest is definitely doing that. Great coach, great leader of young women on and off the court, great character, great leadership. And today we're going to hear her journey and how she's influencing and impacting the girls in the city of Toledo and Northwest Ohio. Today we have with us the one, the only Coach Alissa Schneider. How you doing today?
Good. How about yourself?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. So, where did this basketball journey start for you? Did you play as when you were younger?
Yeah, so I started playing when I was in like fourth grade or something, and then I had gotten in trouble, so then my parents had taken sports away from me. So now I had continued when I got to seventh grade, like playing for mommy. I was in Gateway Middle School, so I played
Okay.
in seventh and eighth grade. I also played volleyball and softball as well. And then I did track in middle school. So then when I got to high school and stuff, I continued with volleyball, and then basketball. I was a varsity starter all 4 years, so I played as a freshman, and I never really knew how good I was until I had played AU for like the first time from my eighth grade, like after my eighth grade season going into my freshman year. And then that's why I feel like I really like not even like just bloomed, but I just like got gained like so much confidence, and then I like killed it in like just trying tryouts and stuff like that. So then yeah, just played all through high school and then just fell in love with it.
What high school did you play at?
Mommy high school.
Who was your coach there?
The first 2 years it was the one of our teachers. I forget his first name, but his last name was Russell. And then the last 2 years, my junior and senior year was Rob Hersha.
Okay. Okay. What do you love about basketball?
Just the competitiveness, and then I don't know what it is. I just love playing it, being around it. Like whenever, like I just like want to watch it 24/7. Like dream about it. Like it's just I don't know. Like just the competitiveness, meeting new people, coaching the girls and stuff like that, meeting new players and their families and everything.
Yeah. Did you play in college?
I didn't know. I
Yeah.
was gonna play at Defiance. Like I worked out like the whole summer there, and then when it like came to like orientation and stuff, like I like didn't know what I wanted to do. So then I didn't want to just like go to school just to play basketball and like spend all that money and stuff like that. So then I just didn't play at all.
Yeah. What would you say to the youth who may be struggling with a decision about playing or not playing, or even making a choice in a decision whether to do something? What steps would you give them that could help them in making a good decision?
Just try it out. Like if you don't know, like all you gotta do is try something, and then I feel like you'll learn quickly if you don't want to do it or not. Like whether you're passionate about it, and then if not, like basketball is the type of thing you can't really do it if you don't have fun with it. Like it's just gonna be dreadful. Like going to practices, like putting in all that work. So just try it out, and then I would say like play, like join with a friend and stuff like that, and then go through it so you're not by yourself because it also be like nerve wracking, like trying new things and stuff. So just do it with a friend, and yeah.
When did coaching become something? When did you say, man, I'm a coach? I love the game. I'm a coach. Did somebody offer you a position? Did you start off by helping? How did this coaching journey started for you?
Yeah, so right out of high school, after I graduated, they needed a coach for like our youth, like the youth basketball program for mommy. So I started off as like a fourth and fifth grade coach. It wasn't paid or anything, but I just knew like that's what I wanted to do. I love kids and I loved like basketball. So I was like, let me try it out, and did that. And then that summer after that, the assistant coach my junior and senior year, she like reached out to me and was like, we're looking for an assistant or a JV coach for Mommy Valley. Like, would you be interested? And I'm like, do you think I could actually do that? Like, coach for high school? And she was like, yeah, for sure. So I was like, I just tried it. And then I was at Mommy Valley for 4 years. First year was a JV head coach, and then the next year, COVID hit for the next 2 years. So the next 3 years, all we had was a varsity team. We were seven strong, rolling off of that. And then from Mommy Valley, I followed Tiffany Blackman to Bowser.
Okay, so that's where I was waiting to hear that connection.
Yeah,
Because yeah, shout out to Coach Blackman, Coach Tiffany. I love her. She a
yeah,
great
me
coach and
too.
she do a great thing, great with the girls. And that's where I was wondering was the connection.
Hmm.
Okay. So you follow
Yeah.
her as well?
Yep. So I went to Bowser with her, and because Mommy Valley, we wasn't really sure what we could build off of anymore because we really like needed girls in the program, and that last year we had like three seniors graduate. So after that, it was like, okay, this is not sure. Like, so we like tried something new. And I actually had I was pregnant during when I was at Bowser and stuff like that. So I wasn't even around like as much as I wanted to and stuff like that. I had my son in the middle of the season, so then I had taken some time off and everything. So I felt bad because I just kind of left her hanging. She had a great assistant coach as well, but another coach. But so then the opportunity came to coach at St. Ursula. I work with Jamal Brown, so he kind of asked me, and I'm like, I don't know, because I'd be nervous to try new things and stuff like that. So I was like, let me just go on a limb, because me and Coach Blackman, we was like on the same page, like 24/7, like what she was thinking, I was thinking, and vice versa. So I learned so much for her. So I just decided to go to St. Ursula so I can learn some more things and just be a student of the game.
Yeah. Coaching philosophy. How would you describe your coaching philosophy?
It's definitely set like attainable goals for our players and like as the team and stuff like that. Growth mindset. Like if you're not willing to grow, then you cannot play for me, and I will not try and coach you, because that's the number one thing. Like you can't come and like think that you know it all. Like you have to
Yeah.
be willing to like put in the work and not think that like, okay, there's nothing else that I can learn. No, because even as a coach, like I'm still learning things and stuff like that. Like you have to have a growth mindset, and then good energy and definitely respect. Like if you don't respect like yourself, your parents, your teammates, the other teams, and like the referees, like then it's gonna be a long season. So
Yeah, yeah. And what would you say St. Ursula has to offer just if someone was interested in coming there
mhm.
basketball wise and academically?
Academics, I know that well, from the girls, I don't really know much about St. Ursula until like I decided like to join the coaching staff and stuff like that. But from the girls, like they do like get you college ready and stuff. So their academics like will lead you to be successful, like in the and prepare you for that next step if you're like going to college. And then as a coach, I feel like they really look for people who like or value the girls, and then not only want to grow the girls as athletes but like as just people in life and stuff like that. So that's why I feel like I fit in really well with them, because I feel like I can build great relationship with the girls just to grow them as athletes and just outside in whatever they want to do.
Yeah. And how was your past AAU season with the Toledo Threat? How was that journey? How
It
did that
was
go?
It was fun. So I coached sixth grade girls. So, and I kind of had a little bit of the same girls that I coached like last season, because I went from fifth grade to sixth grade, and we were like technically like the developmental team. So that, and I like coaching the developmental team, like technically like they're the like not as great team, but watching them grow from like the beginning of the season to the end, like that just makes like the job like so worth it. But we had a couple tough losses. We won our first tournament, got second place in like a couple, but we had so many like games where we came from behind and like just showed so much fight. Like we was literally down by like 20 and got it within like tied or even came back and won a couple. Like, and those moments just like I don't know, the feeling. I wish I would have taken it in a little bit more and just like seen the crowd and stuff like that, because you'd be so locked in. But it was some good moments for sure.
Yeah. What would you say to a young player that doesn't know the difference between AAU basketball and school ball?
Mm. Um, AAU is more time, well, not more time consuming, but it's a lot more commitment as far as like during the weeks, like having practices like late and stuff like that. And then the weekends, like you have to be willing to give up your weekends because you're going to be traveling or just playing tournaments, and they're long days. Like it's not just one game, two games. Like you have to just be committed for sure. And that's where it comes in. If you don't like it and you're not passionate about it, like it's going to be a long season for you, because you got to be willing to one put in the work, and then practices they go by quick. You got to get a lot of stuff in, so you got to be locked in. And then obviously like tournament days, they're long and they can be gruesome, so you just have to be committed.
Yeah, how do you do handling getting everybody on the same page, knowing that they come from different teams, different backgrounds?
Mm-hmm.
How do you handle that?
uh for one, like just team bonding, like doing stuff outside of obviously like practice, and just like not basketball, like maybe go bowling, or in the summer like go swimming and stuff like that. Just communicate with them, like talk to them, like, and even like with the whole all the girls, like what going on like outside of your life. Like it's not just basketball, especially like in AU. There's so much stuff, like, and just knowing also like it's okay. Like they're gonna be going on vacations and stuff like that. So just know like having that relationship with where they can be like honest with you and not like making excuses like of not being there. Just like tell me what's up, and I'm not gonna hold it against you, but like if you're not gonna be there, just let me know because it's summer. So I understand like people got vacations and stuff like that. I have vacations, so just building that integrity and respect with them.
Yeah, how do you go about getting the players? I know you said you was developing, having a developing team, but even
Mm-hmm.
those players, how do you go about getting players to get be on your team?
Just like from tryouts because, well, especially like with coaching at Mommy Valley, like they're like I was also the middle school coach. Not the last like was it the last year? One of the years where I was assisting Coach Blackman, I was also doing the middle school job too because we needed a coach, and I was like, okay, I'll step in and do that. So that's where I like also really started like getting connected with like the younger girls and stuff like that. Just them and them feeling like getting them to come out to tryouts, like their friends, and then just also like people I know like and their kids and stuff like just trying to like put the word out, and then when it comes to tryouts just like communicating with the girls like hey like I know it might be your first year but we're gonna come work like I'm gonna develop you, and that's where the relationships start in the first place.
Yeah, are there any non-negotiables for you?
um Good energy. Like if you don't, if it's quiet in my gym, like I can't have it. Like that's awkward. Like it's really awkward. So good high energy, really. Also like no walking on the court. Like I can't stand. Like if you going to get water, like you better like hustle. Like it's not like I'm not expecting you to sprint, but there's in between them four lines, like don't walk. And in between drills, like them side conversations and stuff like that. Like don't be talking when I'm talking. So just like stuff like that. You
Yeah,
have to also be like a multiverse player. Like you can't be my best scorer and then not be able to play defense. Like you won't be able to play for me.
yeah. How do you get them to handle being in AAU? You guys are playing against a lot of talented teams. How do
Mm-hmm,
you get them
for
ready
sure.
and prepared to play against high pressure, high quality basketball?
So in practice, well, definitely in practice, like hitting them with the pad and being like real physical with them, because especially in AAU, them refs, they're not trying to be out there all day. They're coaching, they're refing like 10, 15 games. So they let a lot of stuff go.
Oh,
So preparing them like mentally for that, like telling them like you're not gonna get these calls in the game or just like fast paced drills, like making sure we go from one thing to the next. Like there's no wasted time because AAU is also like a very fast paced thing.
yeah.
It's hard to get them like mentally prepared for like them long days and stuff like that until you go through it because like your practices are maybe an hour and a half or 2 hours. So maybe just having them stay after and like condition too. So there's that.
Yeah. What are your goals as a coach and goals for your team next year coming into this school ball year at St. Ursula?
For me as a coach, like I've already learned a bunch of stuff from Jamal. Jamal Brown's the head coach at St. Ursula. He's awesome. So my goal like this season was to like just become a student in the game, learn more things, and like just from the couple months in summer that I spent with him, I've already like have a list of stuff that I learned. So just continuing to go off of that. As far as like for the girls in the season, get them to double digit wins, get a winning culture back because I know they kind of struggle with that over the past like couple years. And there's no reason I've seen these girls, they put in work, they are open to everything like criticism and stuff like that. Like these girls, like they had an awesome summer. So I'm excited to see like how that turns up for them during the season. Just build their confidence too. Cause if you don't have confidence, it's gonna be hard to do some things.
Yeah, so even being a coach, even at the other schools, what challenges have you ran into thus far in your young coaching career?
So I would say like them having like being able to balance like playing a sport, maybe even for the first time for the freshmen or even up to seniors, like balancing like their homework load and practices. So giving them time in between like practice, like because their school will end at like 3. So having them have study tables or whatever, just an opportunity to get that stuff done so they don't have to worry about it like after practice or something. And then if they don't do it, then like, okay, that's on you. We gotta figure that out. We gotta work on that. And then also I wouldn't say parents because honestly I haven't had like many like parents like problems with parents or anything like that, but them also like maybe playing another sport. Like I know a lot of our St. Ursula girls, they play soccer and they do travel soccer and stuff, so I'm not sure how much they're missed, or hopefully they won't miss any, but I know some of them like their priority like from previous, like they have another priority like that's not basketball, so working around that and like letting them know like okay, hey, you're in basketball season, I understand this priority for you, but you committed to the team right now, so you got to figure out like what you want to
Yeah.
do.
Yeah, how do you balance coaching, school year, AAU, being a mother, being a wife? Like,
Mhm.
how do you balance that and still have time for yourself? And what do you do to make sure that you give yourself that time?
Yeah. That's a good question. So during the school year, I'm a teacher also, so I work I teach third graders. So I go from kids to kids to kids like all day. But I don't know, I love it. I wanna change anything for the world. From St. Ursula, like basketball is a long season and stuff like that. So just I don't know. Honestly, there's not much time for me, but if I wanted to, I would make time like on the weekends and stuff like that. But I also play basketball in that Top Notch Sports League, so them Sundays is dedicated to
Yeah,
playing too.
yeah.
But like I said, I wouldn't change it for the world. It's nice because high school season doesn't really conflict with AAU season. It does go from like one thing to another. Like it'll end in March, and then AAU season starts in March and stuff. So maybe get like a week break. But nah, it's the summer, June, July, and stuff like that will be time for like me if I need it. But I don't know. Like I said, I love basketball, so
You gonna have to have somebody help you grade them papers on game nights.
no, I know. I've already got it. It's the first 2 weeks of school, and I already got a stack so big. But I
Wow.
don't know.
Wow. How was that top-notch league for you? I interviewed a couple of other
hmm
players in there. What team did you play for again? Because I seen you on
the Sparks.
the Sparks. Okay.
Yeah. I loved it. It was just able to get back out there and also just like getting back in like physical shape and stuff like that too. It feels good. Like I said, anytime I see basketball, like I want to watch it, I want to play it, I just want to be a part of it. But no, it was fun for sure. It was very competitive too. Like I know the Aces kind of ran
It
everybody, but
was
hey,
stacked. They was
we
stacked.
they was, but the two times we played them, we only lost to them by like a couple points each time. So we was cool.
Who did you have to hold? Tori?
She didn't play for the Aces, but no, I guarded the guard. So like when I was
Okay.
in high school, like I was a guard and like post, so I could really like that's what I'm like was really can guard anybody. Like I'm undersized, so I'm only
So you
5'5".
you was on Sasha and Precious in them then. If you was guarding the guards for the Aces.
No, yeah. So sometimes, and then I would have to guard Moose.
Okay.
But her, I just like followed her around. Now she had 31 points against us the first time. I was trying not to let that happen again. I'm not even gonna lie. I was like low key kind of scared to guard her because not being I haven't played in a long time. But then the next time, like and then open gyms, like we have open gyms on Tuesdays
Yeah.
at like Owens or DeVoe, so we would play against each other and stuff like that. So that was also fun too. But yeah, that next time I was like, okay, I'm not about to let you drop 30 on us again.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I wasn't scared no more.
Yeah, and I had JV on here, John Boy, just to tell him like, he's done a great thing with that, just to see the response from, all you women, and even for y'all that coach, y'all kids can be able to see y'all, and
hmm
y'all kids, for those who got kids, can come to the game and see. When it's all said and done, what do you want your players to remember you when they remember Coach Snyder? What would you want them to remember you as? What kind of coach?
Just one that was always there for them, like even just outside the game of basketball, that's a really big thing for them. Like if they do play other sports, like I always go and support them, or like I have girls who was in like karate, just going to watch them get that like black belt or something like that.
Yeah.
Just going to support them like in their school things. Just know that I was more than a coach, and I'm always someone that they can count on. Like from the first time I coached AAU, like 40 years ago, I coached the eighth grade team, and them girls are it was seventh grade. So, and them girls are coming into their sophomore, junior, senior year and stuff like that. So, and we're still connected. So that's like the best part about it. And then just always seeing them and they're like, hey, coach, and like giving them a hug and stuff like that. It's so rewarding.
Yeah, yeah. Last couple questions we get you out of here. What do you think about the state of girls basketball now, and how can a girl who wants to be playing at an elite level get herself to that level? What would you
Mm-hmm.
need to do?
Put in work outside of just like your practices and stuff like that. Cause like in practices it might be hard to grow just like, depending on what school you go to and like who you're around and stuff. You have to surround yourself with like great athletes or like great coaches and stuff to be successful. And going back to like being like hungry to grow and stuff, like some people like see success and they're like, oh, like I'm cool, like I'm happy, like, but no, like just always having that mindset of enough is never enough, like knowing that you can always grow more. um and then just putting, like I said, surrounding yourself around people who want to see you succeed. Like there's a lot of people out here who Like don't want to don't want
Yeah.
to see people
Mhm.
be successful, or even like the game of basketball. Like I know a lot's changed, especially like with parents and refs, and just always being respectful. Like you never know who's watching. Like people, I see girls still arguing with refs. Like honestly, like just don't even do that. Like the refs are gonna call. Like there's if they call something, okay. If it's bad, whatever. Like you just have to have that next play mentality. Don't don't let that ruin your confidence. Don't let it ruin like how you play, because I promise you, them refs, unfortunately, like they do hold grudges, and like from season to season, they're like, okay, I remember that girl. She was disrespectful to me, and now I'm about to show her. Like, so just leave all that stuff alone. Like when you're in basketball, just be about basketball and like leave all that outside stuff outside.
Yeah, because how many change of calls did the ref do with us arguing when we played?
Like never. It was just,
I
and it
don't
just
even
made
know
it
why
worse
we
for
was
you.
arguing. They wasn't gonna
Yeah.
change it. I don't
I
know
hate
why
seeing
we
that. Yeah, I
like
know my girls. They know. Like I set them standards from the beginning. Like there's no point. Like let me handle the rest. Like I got you. Like I promise you, if it's worth it, like I'm gonna go to bat for you. But other like you just have to learn to like let stuff
yeah.
go. Just
Yeah. Lastly, what would you say? Whatever comes to your heart, say something positive to the youth that may be watching.
oh, I can say a lot, but
Well, go
just
ahead.
no, I know
Whatever come
because
on.
I be having all this stuff in my mind, and then when it comes to say it, it'd be hard to say it. But just just do what makes you happy. Don't let the pressure from like your parents or your coach or whatever it may be, like just go out there, do you, have fun. If you're not having fun, then it's not going to be worth it. Just and also like I say, I remember my coach in high school, my junior and senior year, like he always said, like practice doesn't make perfect, it makes permanent. So if you practice how you play. So it doesn't make perfect. If you're not practicing perfect, it's not going to be perfect. Practice makes permanent. So just remember that too when you put in that work.
Yeah, definitely. Well, we thank you. We spotlighting you for all your hard work and what you're doing and what you will continue to do with the youth, with the young athletes. May God be with you this season. May He give you favor in your household, on the court, and even in the classroom, because you're doing something that the kids need. And a lot of teachers get overlooked, but the kids are the future, and with you
For sure.
teaching them and being able to pour into them and making sure they do the right things, not just on the court, but in the classroom as well.
For sure.
Continue to, trust in yourself, trust in your hard work, continue to be a good listener. Cause like what I see when I listen to you about coaching, it's almost like you a player because you like, I'm listening and I'm taking notes and I'm trying to
Yeah,
get better. And you're a coach saying I'm still trying to get better. So you're not saying that you know it all. And that's the sign of a great coach. So we thank you for that. And we're spotlighting. We're gonna be following you. Send me some players your way, from your teams. If we
I
can
will
spot
for sure.
them as well. And we're gonna be following you and supporting you throughout the season.
Thank you. I appreciate you so much for having me.
Yep, ladies and gentlemen, Alissa Schneider.